Hi everyone. Hope you're well. I always say it's going to be a short one, but that's never going to happen. Let me just kill that speakers on that monitor. The title. I've got a little script I'm going to go through. Okay, I'm going to read. There's a whole lot of bits of information that I want to get out there on this video, and so I'm going to go through that in a second. But suffice to say that let's go through the script. It'd be easier that way. I don't normally do this, but it's not really a script. It's more a lot of notes. So first of all, thanks to backers. Thanks to everyone who backed the project. I know I say this a lot, but I do mean it. Everybody. Wouldn't have happened without you. As you know, it's my third one. This, as Jeremy has mentioned, this was the most intensive. But yeah, so thanks to everyone who backed it. But also special thanks to everyone who completed their pledge. There are still a few stragglers, but they seem to come along, and we'll sort them out. Again, I've got this picture up on there, you can see, which is pinned on the Kickstarter page. Please read it. If you haven't read it, you must read it. It's there permanently now. Basically what it says is your Kickstarter price has ended. Now you may find it's still there. That's because I haven't got round to changing it, but it's in process of being changed. Also, if ever I stop making these monitors, if I'm making them and you pay later, I'll honour it, but you'll just have to pay the retail price. I'll honour the amount you already paid. If I stop selling them, it's the end of it. You're not getting anything. So, but yeah, please read that. It's quite important. But I will also say thank you to people who paid by Wise and bank transfers. As you're probably aware, I'm not going to rehash it, but Barclays decided in their infinite wisdom, when they saw the success of this thing, to pull the plug on my credit cards, and I had to refund everyone their money. And then we had no credit card facilities for 6 to 8 months, and it was the people paying by bank transfer and Wise that literally, I kid you not, saved this project. Okay, which is why I printed off a whole load of manuals. Everybody who paid by bank transfer or wise.com, which is the same thing, they got a free nice printed manual. I've had people saying, oh, where's my manual? They pay by credit card. Now look, if you pay by credit card, I still appreciate it. I obviously do. But the people who went to the trouble of paying by Wise, and it was a bit of a few hoops you had to jump through, 1,200 odd people did it, and they got this nice printed manual. Everyone else gets the manual, and if you can't find the link, contact me, I'll send you the link. Also, one other thing that was really useful was, because there's quite a few people who haven't paid their balances, we had a couple of hundred pre-orders, and some of them are waiting up to eight months. I really appreciate their patience. But everybody who has paid their balance, and if you paid your balance in the last day, you're not including this, all right? You'll get them in a few days. But everyone who's paid up until the end of last week has either received it or it's on its way to them, and all the pre-orders have been supplied. So now we're actually the turnaround's like going to be like a week to 2 weeks if you place orders. So we're into that, they're in stock mode, which is great. So I've got, I should have really had a picture of this. I've shipped about 1,200 monitors, just over 1,200 monitors. There's about 75, 80 Arcuda versions of the monitors that are sitting in storage. They're waiting for the Arcuda team to finish their bits. We still got to decide how it's going to be done, because obviously they're in Australia. So to ship it here and then me, it might get very expensive. But we'll try and work that out. I know some people want the monitor built. I understand that. My voice is going to go. So we've still got to work out that. If you've possibly seen the videos of it, it's looking really good. No idea on the price yet, but I've already given you a ballpark. And I think we'll be pretty much in there. Right. So just for a bit of reality alert, because as you probably know, there's a handful of people that during the initial year asked for a refund. I approved the refund, but I said right at the end I'll clear them out. I'm not doing any more. Okay, so if you've already got approval from me for a refund, you know, you have my word. I'm not going to name a name, but one person asked if I was lying. Really not happy about that. But yeah, so for those people who are having refunds, they will get it. But the reality is, as it stands right now, I've shipped now everything out. It's put the budget technically, and I'm saying technically, we're about 15 grand overspent, but we haven't. Trust me, it's a technical thing. Stuff that's got to be paid, but not right now, that kind of thing. So it's not an issue. So once that's cleared, and once we start selling the rest of the monitors, I will honour those refunds. But only the ones that were agreed a long time ago. That's it. On the subject of so we've then got about just between 400 and 450 monitors sitting in the office. People can order. I'm going to come back to that in a minute, but that's where we stand now, which are not sold. So because as you probably know, I've not gone out there and done a lot of marketing because I wanted to supply the backers. That might have turned around and bit me in the backside. I don't know yet. But I need to sell all of these. If we're going to make any more, I need to sell these monitors, obviously. And again, I'm going to come back to that shortly. Sadly, I actually had one customer died before he received his monitor, 2 monitors. So if anyone out there is in the California and USA who's thinking of buying a monitor, there's a couple of monitors out there. I'll put you in touch with the guy's wife, because I said I'll try and help him to sell them, because you basically just get internal shipping. So if anyone wants that, just contact me, and I'll put you in touch, because she doesn't need the monitors, but the money would help. That doesn't really matter. Okay, so I suppose the most important thing is, let's talk about Discord. Obviously Discord, and I know most of you know I don't go on there an awful lot. I really don't get much time, so you've been all absolutely wonderful. As you know, there's a couple of people, especially in 9X, who's been absolutely wonderful. His patience of a saint. But you all helping each other, which really helps me. I know this product's had. There's been a couple of issues. I mean, there's always issues, but it's been a couple of issues. The backlight, the backlight bleeding, which is now, it's mainly because the bezel's been too tight. They've tightened it up too much. It's a balancing act, as I said before. It's a balancing act with trying to get the bezel to touch but not push, and it's the pushing that makes it bloom. So there's a couple of on Discord, a couple of cures that get rid of it. Just loosen it usually gets rid of the bulk of it. And then there's what originally called it the Wiggle Gate, but let's call it, it's more of it's a wave. Now, I've got one person that's got it quite extreme, which I have absolutely no idea. Lots of basically I don't want to call it a fault. It's a weird side effect. A very slight wave. Appy's looking at it at the moment. He's got an example. He's got a test thing set up, and we're looking into it at the moment. Hopefully, he's not going to discuss it in the chat. But we're looking into that at the moment. So yeah, there's been a couple of minor issues. But on the other hand, as some of you may know, I'm English. I'm kind of probably, I wouldn't say typical English, but I'm not American, okay? And I don't overdo things. I'm not excited about everything. I don't overplay things. But we really have, this monitor is light years better than what I promised. It is so much better than what I even hoped it would become. And so I couldn't be happier with it, even with a couple of little minor issues, which we will get to the bottom. We'll get to the bottom of it. The backlight bleed I'm not worried about, to be honest. I mean, we'll fix that in the next page, but it's a very simple fix. But the way it's typical, really, actually really shows up in, if you're using an Amiga and you're running Dopus, 99% of people won't even notice it. Most people will be playing games, they won't even notice it because it's a very subtle wave. Okay, but it is there. I am aware of it. But overall, I think the monitor is vastly better than I ever expected. I mean, really is. Forgive me if I sound a bit negative. I'm not. It's the end of the project. So one thing that crops up a lot is cost, and it kind of bugs me a bit. If you look for something that's IPS 19-inch, you're going to get industrial ones, and they're the same price. But what you don't get is that chassis, that look, that design, the back plane. You don't get the HDMI output. You don't get any of it, right? Any other time I'd jack the price up, to be honest, but I'm not going to do it at the moment. It's worth every single bloody penny, but to put it in perspective for those people out there that think it's expensive, at least 250 quid in value is the chassis, just the plastics and the metalwork and just literally the chassis. Forget the panel and all that, right? There's a lot of money gone into that. So, right. We've had, as I said before, and I mentioned this again, I've got 4 people out there who've been insanely patient. They were really unlucky. The whole shipping of this is kind of like it's like I can't even want a bloody stampede. It's like a stampede, right? I've done it now, but we couldn't stop it to sort out. There's 4 that has smashed. They've been delivered smashed, right? And we had one recently that I think it's 5 now, and so this week I'm sorting them out. And to those people, I thank you for your patience. But we will sort them out. There's about 10 people that have got dead pixels. I'm not in a rush to send. I have got them. The panels are sitting waiting to send. We'll sort it out. I will get them out to people, but it'll probably be a month. They're not affected. It's just the fact it's annoying they got a dead pixel, so we will replace that. Oh yeah, there's I suppose the other thing is there's a lot of people forgot to order like the scaler, and then they placed another order, and I've had a couple of them say, well, where are they? Where's the? But you'll have got to wait. We had to get all the monitors gone first. I've ordered in some packaging for them because we didn't have the right packaging because I expected people to order them at the same time, not realise later they want it, which is fine. I get it, but just be a bit patient. I'll get them out in the next week or 2. Now an important request. Oh, okay, right. I've done Discord. Right. So now I need a favour. Nothing spreads news about a product more than word of mouth. Now, I've had some really nice. If I switch over to here, no, go away. Right. So if you go to my Facebook page, you've got things like this, and this he's very excited. He's got his monitor and he's really pleased with it. And we got like, it's guys got in Thailand. This guy's brilliant. It's only a small channel. I think he's just started it going. But he's doing a couple of nice videos. He did one on unboxing, and he did one on how to use the S video, because it is in the manual. I'm pretty sure it's in the manual, but it's not necessarily obvious. If you want to run S video, you need to be on HDMI 6, because the S video goes. I haven't got one here. The output. I've covered this subject before, but to get the best quality, we went HDMI, and it comes out the back of the little board, HDMI into HDMI 6. So you need to switch it to that. And he did a video all about that, another video about that, which is really cool. In fact, it was this one here. There you go. Happy's Retro Scaler. We won't start it. And so that was absolutely fantastic. And we get lots of people posting. That's me. And lots of people doing stories, to people doing instructional guides. Finn McCall, he does a great blog, really good blog. But so lots of people. These are getting quite old now, aren't they? Yeah, there's Alfie. But lots of people will see, that's mine, and that's me as well, and that's the lorry. Yeah, you can see I was shipping. All right, let's come back onto here. In fact, let's go onto here. One of the great things about the monitor, I mean, apart from the fact of you can plug pretty much anything into it, is it has an HDMI output. And now these are dark, so that, because if you notice, I've got the brightness, because this camera kind of doesn't like them too bright, so that it'll look dark on the screen. But if I switch, I've got 3 connected. That's my 2000, sorry. And then this one is that's actually my Mister, on that one over there. So we got this HDMI out. Now it is meant for retro output. So anything you put in there, it'll output it, and it just reproduces it. And so that's I think that's an absolutely wonderful little part of this monitor. I find it really useful. So what I need you to do is to tell people about your monitors. As I said before, now there is a joke about this. If it's good, tell the world. If it's bad, don't. but here's the thing. If you are having issues, go onto the Discord, or I'll send you the link for the Discord. Get some help there. I will obviously help. Right? If you email me, I'll answer the questions. There's a lot more help on the Discord. If nothing solves your problem, which there's nothing so far that doesn't solve the problem, then go out and tell everyone. Now, if after going through that you've still got a problem and you don't like it, well, tell people. I mean, that's life. But I need people to now start telling everyone, because I'm going to start doing some more PR. The reality is I've got 400 monitors sitting there. If they sell really, really slowly, probably won't make any more. If I can sell them pretty quick, then we'll use the funds from that to order more, and then we'll just grow this market. Again, it's down to promotional side of things, etc., etc. Now you're going to see a lot more of me promoting the monitors in the coming 2-3 weeks. And there'll be a lot more video content from me, explanations, that kind of thing. So that's basically it. That's my plea. Please tell people, spread the word. I hope we've got Modern Vintage Gamer's got one. I know he had a problem with the backlight, and also he's also ordered one of the scalers. It's on the. I don't jump just because he's a reviewer. I will send them all out together. So he'll get that soon, like everyone else. LGR's had his a little while. I upgraded him a bit, gave a few extras. So we'll see what he thinks of it. And I've got some more planned. But yeah, so tell, if you like it, tell people. If you've got problems, come to us, and we'll help you with it. A lot of it's a case of misunderstanding. For example, my favourite one at the moment, and it is my fault, right? But with the Kickstarter, I had a pin to the top. What you need to know when it arrives, and one of the things was the power supply and the remote control were in a box in the side of the bottom polystyrene, and the bottom of the polystyrene on top it says PSU here. People haven't noticed that. They've taken the monitor out and they've not noticed it says at the top PSU here, and they're getting emails all the time from people saying, well, where's the power supply and the remote? So it is in there, and I'm going to try and modify the code so when it sends out the order, it'll link you to that. Try and solve that in the future. But we had there was not a lot of space in the box, and so it's one of those things that keeps coming, and then they always come back. And, yeah, okay, but it's it is what it is. What else was I going? Oh, let me ask some of these questions. I haven't gone anywhere. Jeremy asks, am I going to do any? Check merch? Not really, no. I mean, you never know. I mean, I've done it in the past, and I might. You never know. I might, but not at the moment. So there's your answer on that one. Is there going to be a mailing list where you'll post information about product availability? Well, I obviously have the YouTube channel. I have my Patreons, which is different. I will start slowing down. There'll be a lot less going up on the Kickstarter page, because it's not really. I mean, I've supplied everyone who's paid, completed their pledge. I've got my Facebook group called Checkmate Products. If you want to get on there, just email me and I'll send you a link. I am concerned. Well, there's obviously Discord, which is thankfully run by everyone on there. Starius has set that up for me, and 9X has been a star, and everyone's basically helping each other. So there's that. As far as the mailing list is concerned, I am considering doing what Michael in Germany does, so that on the products have a add to mailing list, because I'm gonna make another batch of cases soon. So in 2 to 3 months. I'll make some more. I may also make some more garages. So keep an eye on, the channels. And if you go to my website, you'll see my socials in the top link. Go and join. I don't normally do this, but hey, you could subscribe to this channel. That'll get me another couple. So yeah, that's something that I do want to do. I am modifying the software to get rid of all the Kickstarter stuff now, so it's just going to be the monitors are just a standard product, which means when that kicks in, anyone backers that haven't, actually will lose your Kickstarter pricing. Okay, it's still there at the moment. I'm doing it now. I mean, I said I was going to do it at the end of March. You've had another couple of weeks. Some people have jumped on it and done it, but that'll be gone soon. And you'll have to pay the retail price that everyone pays. Obviously, with your discount, what you've already paid is taken off. Let's have a look. Green animation, so that's where we can hear you. What's on the t-shirt? Okay. God, I'm getting old. Here you go, look. Imagine life without motorbikes. Now slap yourself and don't do it again. That's my family know I'm nuts about motorbikes, and I've been going an awful lot. These are, in fact, tomorrow I'm taking the day off, and I'm taking my 300, and we're going to be tearing through Thetford Forest, all through the sand and everything. So tomorrow's going to be, a little bit of because I've not been out on my bike for a while, and it does me the world of good. Right. Thanks everyone for the congratulations, obviously. Where is it going? Hello. Oh, okay. It's always funny when I see the names again. I ordered. This is Virtual Davey. I ordered the SVD RF board nearly 3 months ago. They will be shipping in probably not this week. As I said, I've ordered some packaging. It's coming in a couple of days. I'll ship it out. But look, be honest, you should have ordered it with the monitor. I never planned to do them separate. It was always meant to be fitted into the monitor because that was the plan. Oh, okay. Right. Ghetto Finger Gaming. If you've got someone now, contact me by email because we I hate to say it, but when I did my Plus cases, we had someone die in that one as well. It's unfortunate. These things happen. We're all getting on, okay? But she's got two more. She's got a black and a white 19-inch. Give her the price that he paid. There'll be no shipping charge. Just, shipping internally. If you can do that for me and help out, I would greatly appreciate it because I'm sure that they would rather have the money than the money. She's been very kind, and she said, I'll try and sell them, but of course she'll lose money. So if you do want them, or even just one of them, contact me and I'll tell you what she's got. And then what I'll do is you send me, if you do want to do it, I'll email her with your email details if she wants to contact you. But obviously, as I said before, I will monitor it, and I don't mean no disrespect, but I want to make sure that she gets the proper amount. It's just a standard monitor, okay? Standard monitors. Not had time to have mine because we used to holidays. Oh yeah, it's always the way. What we got is, so I'd like to know when the S-Video boards, as I said, once packaging arrives, because I literally last week we finished shipping the monitors and I wasn't going to stop at all. I had to get them out because it's really, we could do 30 a day, but just mucking around sending out little packages. Plus the fact my software needed updating as well. So my headphone output is the left-right inverted. Is there a fix? My headphone output has the left-right inverted. I don't know. I've not heard that one. Happy. Email me. It might be. I don't think they've been wired wrong, but email me and we'll check. Okay, I've had one where it wasn't working. I got to replace the slot 0 board, but I've not heard that one. There are normally issues, but for a single digit members on Discord, it's game breaking. Those few are making word salads with letter dressings. The rest seem quite happy, and some are even euphoric. Yeah, I mean, look, you find that the ones that are really happy don't talk about it, don't tell people. The ones that aren't happy, they're quite... I mean, look, don't get me wrong. If you've bought the product, you have the right to be happy or disappointed, right? That's a, but if you're happy with it, please share. It's important. Did you finish working adapter for the Sun workstations? Not okay. No, but there is a cable that does it. To be fair, we just haven't had time. There was someone out there wanting to make one, and I think I upset him because I said that we're gonna put it on our telnet board, and I think he got really upset with me. but he can still make it, you know. But I don't know when that's going to appear. But what I do is I bought one of the. There's a special cable you can buy with pins on it, and I just at the moment it's not there, but I've got it plugged in and it's running on that straight into the VGA and it works great. But obviously we want it internally. I wonder if the RF subboard will be available for. Yeah. I've got loads. I've got loads of the S video and the RF. Well, no, I've got 200 of them. So actually, I've got 200 of them. The 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Yeah, probably right, actually. When will new orders from the website be sent out? I ordered Accessory the other day. Okay, you probably heard me mention this. All the scalers that people didn't order with the monitor, the packaging is going to arrive this week. I will probably get rid of them all next week. They'll all be gone next week. If you're ordering monitors, same time. The monitors, I've got them in stock. So we should. I've now changed the message. Instead of saying, well, it's not, the new version's not live yet. When it goes live, instead of it saying 3 to 6 month wait, it's going to say up to 28 days. You know, a bit like Sinclair, delivering 28 days. Thank you, George. My monitor's arriving Wednesday. They're all gone, so I accidentally missed. Yeah, I know. The order RF module, like 3 other. There's lots of people who did this. A lot of, and it's fine. It's okay. I've got about 40 or 50 orders for scalers or just S video boards, and I will get them out. Don't worry. Happy Scaler is better. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, hang on, I've lost my place again. Really hate it when it does this. It jumps. Preach the gospel to the masses. Bring the monitor lands and conventions. Alarm a bunch. Oh, God. Yeah, so lots of people are taking them to the meetings now, which is brilliant. And they've been all over the place. So there was 2 or 3 at Swag in the UK. There's been some in Switzerland. I think there was maybe a couple in. I don't know about VCF. Don't know. People, they're starting to get out there. I will say I was planning to go to the US to do some promotion. Not at the moment. I'm not. So I'm not going out there at the moment because if they were to look through my feed, what I've said about Trump, I'll end up somewhere not so nice. Although I don't have any tattoos. Anyway, enough of the politics. Checkmate t-shirts. When will there be a release schedule for iMega? Now this is an interesting one because it's a great product. The problem is there's something going on with the firmware. Happy might chime in on this. There's something going on with the firmware. I don't believe it's the board, right? But it's not. It'll boot most times, and then sometimes it just won't boot. And so I can't ship a product like that. Now, having said that, when it boots, it's awesome, absolutely amazing. But it's not ready to be a product yet because of that. And getting the original designer to assist is probably a no-no. So, I'm not quite. We don't know where it is. And when we get some time, mate, we'll come back to it. But it is to be fair. Get yourself a Mister, right? It will probably be cheaper. Won't be as quick, although it'll be quicker than the 68K version. But get yourself a Mister. That runs amazing. It runs the Amiga at 4,000 speed, more than 4,000. 4,000 with RTG and Wi-Fi and internet. I mean, it's just the nuts. So that's really good if you're an Amiga fan. Now that the backers have been served, will you do advertise it on full? I don't know what Full Blast is. Is that a magazine or something? I am going to be looking into promotion. Obviously, a lot of promotional stuff. I don't know about advertising because I think guerrilla marketing is a lot better. Some market, going to. I've done a few shows. We've got a few coming up, which I will do. What is the difference between the base pricing? Okay. So there is no. Well, right now the only one you can get now is the starter pack, which is the standard monitor without the scaler, but it comes. It's got everything in the slot 0. It's got HDMI output, and it also includes the recording dongle. Okay, so that's the basic version, and then you can just upgrade for like £140 to the £139. Gives you the Apiscaler with the S video and everything else. Okay, Kickstarter versus retail. Yeah, if you miss out on the Kickstarter price, it's gone up 75 quid. Don't come crying. I don't care. You've had 2 years. Some people have had a good reason. Okay, it's all cool. But I don't know. I honestly don't know why people haven't jumped onto it and sorted it out. With my other Kickstarters, the cases, maybe they were a bit more fervent. I don't know, but they dived straight in, and I think I had half a dozen that didn't pay. There's a lot more than this one. You seem to be able to reach a big audience. Hardware-wise, the Amiga is good. With all the prices on... Yeah, maybe we should kickstart some new software. Yeah, and the problem with Kickstarter software is... I'm not a big fan of Kickstarter software. Hardware, yes, because there's a physical cost. And I know if you're going to pay developers. But software can tend to go a bit... I'm not a big... I'm not a software publisher. Well, actually, I used to be fair. A long time ago. But not so much now. Is there possibility to get notifications, availability of Checkmate Garage? I'll put it on Facebook group. And I'll mention it here. And I know what you mean. I will at some point do some kind of... I think Michael, because I gave Michael in Germany a Dragon Box. I gave him the design. And I said if he wants to manufacture them in Germany and ship around Europe, he can do so. There was a tiny little thing. I didn't want any money from it. There's a little tiny thing I got him to do. But I think he's going to be doing it. So if you're in Europe, chase Michael. Because he's got a design he can manufacture himself. They're not expensive to make. They're just really bulky. I second Checkmate t-shirts would be ace. No, I'm not a designer, and I know Appy's going to jump up and down and go, I'm a designer, but if I'm going to make a t-shirt, maybe. I like subtle t-shirts. Quick question. I have a panel with 2 bad pixels. Haven't been able to reach you at the... Oh, okay. Well, look. If you're on Discord, PM me. If you're on Facebook, PM me. If you're on... No, you can't do it. Don't want to put it on here. You should... Steve, STEVE, at imica.net. I mean, I've been getting the emails, and I will put you on the list if you've got a dodgy pixel. Just send me the pictures. I'll explain how I want the pictures to prove it. Try it on Discord. I don't understand why you're not getting the emails aren't coming to me. I assume you're potentially on. You could PM what? If you're a backer, you could PM me on Kickstarter. I'm still checking in there every other couple of times a week. Oh God, they've gone again. Damn. It's early on, but there are many new games out there in the works. But okay. Sorry, I'm reading. We need to track developers. Okay. The purpose of the 3 I bought are to help make the setup easier this year's PRG. Oh, okay. The mystery is on par with my 3050. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, which is apparently the sweet. Everyone says it's the sweet spot. To me, it's like almost for a 4000 performance. It's not quite. It's like 0.8% or something. But you get RTG and you get internet. It's brilliant. Are tariffs even worse than Brexit for your business? Oh, my, okay. Should we cover tariffs? About 40% of the monitors, could be 50, are going to the US. And I'm probably going to shoot myself in the face. Look, I mark these monitors up at a fixed price. And to assist. But, you know, we have to put a sensible price. So if you're going to have to pay... duty, if you're going to have to pay your Trump tax, then I can't help you. I can't do anything about it. I don't want to get political on here, but it's you that's paying it. And I do worry it's going to kill. Although apparently now he's changed his mind, and maybe I can get through because it's a monitor. It's an electronic device. I don't bloody know. Who knows? Can anyone outside the UK get hold of... Oh, okay. The fastest Amiga... No. There's lots of... there's a lot of internal talk going on. Let's skip past them. About the death and monitors. I already sent you... Oh, okay. Right. If I've got emails about it, I will check in my filter. Make sure it's not blocked. We love to say... Oh, yeah. Okay, Siamese. Yeah, you know about that. Yeah, you're in the UK. You mentioned plans to make more cases. Yes, if you want a case, I'm going to make some more cases. Email me. But as I said, I'm going to... Because I've got a certain amount of front bezels. Now, I've got no black front bezels. And I've asked them to see about making a couple of hundred. But I might... only make white, because I've got a load of white front bezels and I've got a load of packaging, but I haven't got any black front bezels, and it's the key bit. So I can't make black ones because of that. So I may only make white ones, and it used to be most of the time it was more people wanted the white ones anyway. But we'll see. If my eyes didn't trick me, Monovis used your monitor in this video. Dreamcast port. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Send us the link. I hope he likes it, because he's obviously an important tuber, right? He really is important, and he's gonna go, because I remember his because I didn't recognize his name, and he did mention he had a problem with backlight bleed, because as he said, he's never seen anything like it, which is fair enough. It was a bit of a shock, because I paid an extra $6,000 to fix it, and they were doing them up too tight. So anyway, done that. But he put a couple of washers and it was all fine. The wave, I hope. The wave is only an issue for people if you've got a lot of straight lines. I know it's obvious. If you're playing games, demos, you'll never notice it, right? Never going to notice it. But it is there, and it's annoying. So I hope he likes it. Is it perfect? No. It was never going to be perfect. It was trying to make something that would do so much. More than anything, well, there's nothing like this product. I'm going to beat my chest here. There ain't nothing like it. Yes, you can go and buy a monitor if you're lucky. You can get yourself scan dubbers, get yourself, you can buy retro tinks, or I forgot what the other one's called now. But there's no self-contained all-in-one monitor that you can plug a computer into it and put it in a bag, take it, it's custom bag. It's nothing like it. And it needs the retro community to either say it's crap. Going by what I'm seeing from people don't think that at all. Or get behind it. If they don't get behind it, you're going to lose it. And I'll go and do something else. I'll make something else. But if I can continue to sell them, I will. You know, if there's money in it, I'm not stupid. I will. Obviously, I'm going to make them. But if people, because I've had a lot of the CRT brigade don't like me. The one thing I will say, I'm going to make a little. Anyone who's watching this who knows, is it Retro RGB or Retro Bob or whatever it is? Once we sorted out I'm considering sending him a monitor. Now him and I, for some reason, I don't know why. I still don't know why he got the ump me, but I must have said something to upset him. But I'm prepared to send him a monitor for him to review. I'm going to make this offer later on, right? I'm going to make it official, but I'm thinking of doing this. But once we go, I just want to get that bit sorted out. I'm prepared to stand on it and him to, as I said, even though we, for some reason, bounced off each other, I'm prepared to put one in his hands, let him say whatever he wants to say. Now, my thinking on this is, it's a great panel, and it's based on GBS control, which he raves about. So, theoretically, it should be pretty good. There's no reason why it wouldn't be a good review. Yeah, so I'm potentially going to do that, but at the moment we just need to at least find out the issue and see what we can do with it. But then I am gonna make an offer and say, would you like to review it, have a look at it, and I'll send him one. But anyway, what we got here? I'm waffling on, aren't I? Oh God, how many we got here? Do you have anything to share about Checkmate? You and your keep going on about the keyboards, Jeremy. I was looking at getting them on it, but then the Amiga 3000 came up. Yeah, fair enough. Jeremy definitely wants a keyboard, right? I mean, look, I'm going to be going out to China again once I've sold a few more monitors, and there's because obviously it's expensive going out there. I'm going to go out again. There's mainly to find. We're trying to fine tune the Slot Zero firmware. There is actually a new version, but it's not quite ready. You know, it's like we make one step forward, one step back. Yeah, so it's a long story, but we're working on new firmware. So we'll be getting at this in. But yeah, the keyboard. I don't know. I haven't got time. I'd like to, I would. I'd definitely like to make a monitor and a mouse. I'd like to do a pregnant mouse. If you don't know what that means, look it up. That's a simple answer. I don't know. I've been trying to get traction on AOS for more than 10 years. Yeah, well, Amiga 14 Germany. I'm going to bring the subject up. Fassi knows I spend quite a lot of money supporting AOS. Still do. No, that's not true. But I did support AOS a lot, and I do think if you read the story in the back of my manual of the cases, or you've read David Pleasance's book, first book, my story's in it and my thoughts on the whole subject. Python, yeah, definitely my successful project. It is absolutely fantastic, and you're right, the developers don't get the credit they deserve. They never do. People go, oh, thanks so much, and then that's it. Anyway, and a US Canada keyboard too. Good luck. You on Discord? It might be early for now. The demand will be there, but supply will be difficult to keep up with. So pricing is key to maintain quality. I think I've missed that thread, George. Could you spray paint it? Hate to ask that question. Would it? No, I don't want to spray it. I mean, well, look, actually, to be fair, the black ones, they were sprayed. They were injection molded black, but because the mold, because the texture of the mold didn't look good in black, it looked great on white, but the black looked like someone had rubbed sandpaper over it. So we got them to spray their matte spray. And they look fantastic, but they spray black on top of black, so they do look great. We're gonna see. Whatever the wrong texture, people would notice. Scratch resistant would be problem. I do manage I'll be able to plug a SCART cable between my retro computer and this monitor and having it just show the picture. Yeah. Scott, on that subject, I mean, at the moment you're still at the mercy of the firmware. What you can tweak it with GPS control to fine tune it, but you're right. The aim was to make it so that even if it's not perfectly, scaled, and it maybe sits slightly off or something like that, you get your picture. That was the aim we were going for. And then you can fine tune it with GPS control. But what we're trying to do is get them the firmware, because I said this before, I misunderstood the GPS the way it worked, and I based everything around 724 by 566, when in fact you should actually run it 1280 by 1020. It's a long story. The new firmware solves it. Blimey, I am waffling. The new firmware solves it. Well, it will when they bloody got it working. You know what I mean? It's like, right. I use my certificate for gun games. Oh, gun games. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Sorry, these scrolls up and down. Retro RGB is the gamer who reviews the high-end scalers. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But if you go back 2-3 years, we had a bit of an interesting communication. There was a misunderstanding. Still don't even know what it is. I still don't understand the misunderstanding. But Mark, appreciate all your work. Yep, thank you. Sanity check question about RF. I assume the RF should not include audio. Is that correct? Mine works great. We got in television running no RF. No, okay. There is a manual for RF. You need to set the audio with. I haven't got it. I did do a thing on it. You can 2 or 3 settings for audio. You have to flick between them. Audio does work. It works great. Absolutely great. But it's a pain in the ass, putting it bluntly. Right? You have to. Once you've got the picture there. There's an audio setting. You just have to change. It's got 3 or 4 different modes for audio, and you have to pick it. And it's a bit twitchy. It does. Once it's locked on, it's great. Once it's locked on, it's brilliant. But I forget which one it is. But there is a really good manual, an RF manual on Discord. So go on there and get it. If not, email me and I'll send you a copy of it. Oh, by the way, there's manuals that were done on Discord. I'm going to put into the main manual. Maybe you should have printed no CRTs making this display. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, that's true. Put on a T-shirt. Haven't tried to check my RF includes all. Yeah, of course it does. Yeah, and it's really good. I thought it'd be really noisy, but here's the important point: the RF is at the mercy of the cable and the RF modulator. Now I have a modulator that takes a composite source and then modulates it, and when you put that into it, it's like composite. It's amazing. But when you go out the back of some of these terrible modulators with terrible cables, I mean, if you saw the video, the second video with Nostalgia Nerd, with the, I'm holding the aerial up of that bloody Mega Drive. I'm holding the cable up. Sure, I was standing up there like holding the bloody thing, like it was getting perfect because it was just terrible. But if you get a good, you know, if I one day I'll do a video and show it that I've got an encoder that modulates composite, and it's professional quality and it looks fantastic. And so, but the device, it's all about garbage in, garbage out. I know a guy's created an LED keyboard for Apple. I saw prototype. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Why didn't you do a CRT? Get stuffed. Actually, I'll answer that. I did actually find a company, I did find a website that make tubes. And so there was no one else in the world. I contacted them and I said, I'd like to buy some tubes. And they went, oh God, is that website still up? We shut that down 15 years ago. You can't get CRTs. Oh, okay, Malachi. Yeah. I've already been in touch. Speakers are loud. Yeah, they are quite loud. Don't turn them up too loud because it'll. And also, if you've got something that's a bit bassy, be careful of the bass. It's a killer. I actually, one of the things I had to do, there was like an overboost. There was, if you look in the audio settings, a standard, and then there's, not widescreen audio, surround sound. There's a surround sound which kind of, and it's quite good because it bounces it off the walls, right? But there was an SRS True Sound version of that, but it overdid the bass and it would shake the monitor. And so we turned that off because it was just too much. We used to use poor RF cables back in the day. I made us think RF was much better. RF's actually not bad. It's like a low resolution composite. Why no OLED for the same? Why no OLED for the same price? Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the little OLED. Don't be silly. Did I tell you the story of the OLED? I actually found a company that would supply them, but I would have to order 25,000 units, and they were going to be like £500 each. So you know what happened there, don't you? Running my A12 22 plus. Excellent. Yes, Ghetto Finger Gaming. Right. Yeah, hopefully you're on Discord. I sent you the link, I think. Get on Discord if you get any issues, because look, you know that you're doing some really cool videos, right? And if you keep doing it, you'll be my busy mate. And remember what I said about if you buy yourself a mister, I'll send you a kit, because that's the secret to the monitor, apart from the handle, is when you put a mister in it, is amazing. Anyway, right. So that's it. Now, when I said final Kickstarter stream, I'm still going to do the streams, okay? I probably will post them on Kickstarter, but they're not really going to be about, because I've concentrated for 3 years on the monitors, right? And now it's going to be using the monitors, right? A bit more about using the monitors, and then some case stuff and, you know, all that kind of bits and pieces. But it's not going to be this formal, you know, it's going to be a bit more mixed and hopefully more videos, explain the videos, want to do this, you know, like how about that connected up, and how about this, and maybe, you know, go to town on the RF effect. So some of you probably know, on the scaler, the little board with the S video is basically, because you remember that picture, right? Basically, the electronics of this was put onto the S video board, but also the electronics from this, which is the RF. So we put both on there. But this one, instead of going out HDMI, we managed to get that to work on RF, whereas we couldn't with this. It was crap. The quality wasn't really good enough. So I decided we just leave it as it is and go for HDMI. There is the issue of it's actually coming out 1920 by 1080p, then scaling it in, which is not ideal. It's under one of the uglies, but it still looks great. But this is the modulator. So basically, you put in a composite an audio signal, and then you can set the channel, but it gives out a really high quality professional RF output. It's really good. And when you put that into the RF input, it just looks like a low resolution version of composite, which is pretty spectacular. And it just proves it's all about the quality of the modulator and the cable. So yeah, get yourself a mister, and I promise I'll send you a kit, because your videos brilliant. Also, I think I mentioned this, if you see something annoys you, tell people. Yeah. But talk to me first, just in case it's something you didn't understand. But the great one on the S video, yeah, I know, it's HDMI 6. It's in the manual somewhere, but it's not obvious. And anyone who's followed the Kickstarter will probably know it, but pre-order people, new customers probably don't know. So that was really cool. I expect to see your monitor on a number of different YouTube creators. So yeah, that's the hope. Does that have me? I'm going to start doing more videos. So for example, I've got my 2GS, which I really like, that little 2GS. Right, I've got to be honest. So I'm going to do a video all about that with the monitor and so on. I'm going to do one more 1000. You have any excuse to do one on the 1000. I've got one on the Amiga. I've got my Silicon graphics there. I've got a 3000. I've got a load of bloody consoles. I've got an Xbox. I've got loads of stuff. So, and that'll give me an excuse to do a video specifically for one target audience, drop it into that community and let them see that, you know, that kind of thing, a bit griller. Hopefully some YouTubers will pick up. As I said, Modern Vintage guy, he actually bought the thing, which is really nice. You know, that was really nice. He actually bought one, and I would have given him an S video. The problem was I didn't know who he was when I shipped the bloody order. Didn't know it was him. Whereas LGI, I knew it was Clint, right? So I saw his for the standard monitor, rammed it all in, sent that off, but I didn't know it was Modern Vintage Gamer. Cheat sheets so we can print out that as reminders of how different. There is one on the front page. Think it says it's in the manual. Is it in the manual? Is it? There is a cheat sheet on page at a glance. Yeah. Does it say? I ain't got my glasses on. Let's have a look. You can laugh at my terrible eyesight. I'm gonna be flying through the forest tomorrow. With sand and everything. Notes. No, it don't help at all. Happy Switch or Scalar, Chapter 9. Oh, here we go. S video to HD. Here we go. Right, page 34. All together now. The RF goes into the VGA path, and the depending on which slot 0 mes board you have, we will usually connect to HDMI to HDMI 6. Yeah, that's right. So originally we wasn't gonna. you had the you had the option to upgrade to a switcher, the 6-way switcher. But for production, now a lot of people, I know I'm going to get myself in trouble here, but a lot of people bought them, which is thank you very much. I didn't get the money, it all went into bloody development. But basically what it meant was, because of the extra money, I put it as standard on all bought monitors. So every single monitor has a switcher, and there's a number of bits that where we just put it on every single one, but we put this little thing on every single monitor with a jog dial. And you know, so it's so much extra. Some people pay for more than, you know, others, but we made the monitor with it. You know, I don't feel bad about it. I've spent thousands. Right. Was there any more questions? How's what we got? A 2GS is what I currently have my Checkmate monitor connected to. Yeah, it's look, it's over there. It's lovely. Do you want to see? Here, look, hang on. HDMI in. Now I can turn. Now it's actually. Let me just show you this. Now the only thing is it might. Let's put that up to. That's too bright. There you go. So, but also you'll see. It's running at 1280 by 960 or 60 hertz, and it looks amazing. It really looks good. I did quite a bit of work on that GS actually. Daniel was helping me with this, and he helped me get this built. And of course, it's one of those things. It's like it was like an old house. I bought it, and then you had to upgrade one bit, and that bit didn't work. I spent a lot of money on that, getting that, but I wanted it to. I wanted it to just the best it could be, and I'm really pleased with it. Do I use it much? No, not really. But it's a lovely machine. Right, let's go back. Right, you can see how bright it is now, can't you? Because I turned it up. Right. Thanks, Jeremy. That's about it, really. I've got early night, and tomorrow, if there's any bikers out there, this is my baby. She's a bit bigger than this. It's a KTM 300 EXC sitting in the garage. Or actually, no, sitting in the van, waiting for me to take her. And, well, I also own one of these. I've got one of these. You like the way I've got the models for them. And I've also got one of these, which I love that. And she's very she's customized and supercharged and. Right, so yeah, as long as I don't kill myself tomorrow, I will see you soon. So, unless there's any more urgent questions, I'm going to go now, and then I'm going to go downstairs, have some ice cream, and finish my beer. And if you're wondering what the beer is, do you know what, Appy? This is I've honestly given up alcohol, right? But my daughter's partner. Came over the other day, and I only drink, like, he comes over and we just have a few beers, so I bought 6, and that was the last one out of the 6, so hence drinking it. But I have actually given up, so I very rarely drink now. No reckless bike driving. Good luck with that one. They call me Tsunami Steve, by the way, because I like going through puddles. Right, anyway, I'm going to go now. So thanks so much for joining in. I hope everyone's happy. I'm good. It's not signing off, but kind of a signing off thing for the monitors. Moving to the next stage. Great. I'm really pleased. Thank you. By the way, just so you know, right, I'm an emotional guy. Very emotional guy, and so I get annoyed sometimes, and I also I'm passionate. There must be a bit of Italian blood in me or something, or I don't know what it is, but so when I get the messages, it means a lot. It does mean a lot, and it is nice. It is nice, you know. And I usually pass them on to Appy, but that's why Appy comes on here. Yeah, I know Joe's waiting for the turn. Of course, you're jumping off before reading mine. What did you put? Hang on. Do you or Tiffany still need my check? Oh no, yeah, it's in the box. Funny enough, we plugged it in and it was almost spot on. But I've set up a Mister with an Amiga Dopus, a little wiggle line, and so he's got the perfect setup to test and get it going. I will pack it up and send it back to you. Yeah, it will go out. So we don't need it anymore, and I'm not going to use it. Right. Sorry, Mister. Thanks so much, and don't forget, tell all your mates, tell everyone who's got the money to buy one how cool they are. Or there may only be 400 left, and that'll be it, because they're bloody expensive to make. I've even been told that the amount I owe, the profit margin needs to be a lot higher, but that would make it even more expensive. Right, thank you very much. Speak to you soon. I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you.